Hi! Hello, everybody! Welcome to your first terrific Tuesday, June the 6th, 2023. Excuse me, sorry about that. Episode 1077. And once again, just one book. There's no part 1 or part 2 today. Like I've been saying, until further notice, the Days of Praise book will not be done because I don't have the new book. It didn't come in and I didn't get it picked up so as soon as I get it, as soon as I get the new book, then I'll start doing that book again. So this is just your daily bread book. But episode 1077, and we're going to be learning about places of the heart from Kenneth Peterson, derived from Exodus 20:1 through 6. I hope you enjoy the video. Hope you like the video. Or if you're excited about it, hope you enjoy it. There, that's what I meant to say. Don't forget to leave a like. Remember the like challenge. 5 Daily Devo, 5 Turning Point, and 4 likes only. Or all the 10 Commandments playlist. All 10 videos at 4 likes only. And the challenge is not met by episode 1100, which is now 23 episodes to go. If it's not met by then, the challenge will be canceled. So don't make me cancel it, because I don't want to cancel it. I want to see it. I want to see it hit. So please do that for me, please. Birthdays, anniversaries, and prayer requests in the comment section below. And hope you had a wonderful, fantastic Monday yesterday. Looking forward to what a terrific Tuesday it's going to have in store for us today. So, without further ado, wait a minute. Subscribe if you do. Turn on notifications. Share the video channel with your family and friend. Help me reach the 50 subscriber mark at first. And then I would like to hit the 100 mark by August the 1st or 15th. And like I said yesterday, or in the last night's video, if the numbers are getting closer to 100, then I'll extend it to August 31st. But if it doesn't seem to be growing, if it doesn't seem to be getting any closer to 100 by the 1st, then we'll go to the 15th. And if it's getting closer to the 15th and it's not at 100 yet, we'll extend it to August 31st. But hopefully by the 15th, hopefully at the latest by the 15th, we'll hit 100. So if you would do that kindly for me, I would appreciate you more than you ever imagined. So, without further ado, let's learn about places of the heart. Kenneth Peterson, he writes, here are some vacation tips. The next time you're traveling through Middleton, Wisconsin, you might want to visit the National Mustard Museum. And you heard that right, mustard. For those of us who feel that one mustard is plenty, like mustard seed, we must have a mustard seed of faith. This place amazes, this is talking about actual mustard that you put on sandwiches and different things. For those of us who feel that one mustard is plenty, this place is amazes, featuring, get this, 6,090 different mustards from around the world. So like honey mustard, Dijon mustard, regular mustard, yellow mustard, brown mustard. That's the ones I know about. Honey Dijon mustard, Grey Poupon. That's a mustard. So in McLean, Texas, you might be surprised to run across the Barbed Wire Museum. Or more surprised, there's such a passion for, well, fencing. Get it? Barbed wire fence. So it's telling what kinds of things we choose to make important. And one writer says you could do worse than spend an afternoon at the Banana Museum, though we beg to differ. A banana museum. Whoa, I didn't know about that one. Man, you're hearing about some different museums you never even would have thought would exist. So we laugh and fun, yet it's sobering to admit we maintain our own museums, places of the heart where we celebrate certain idols of our own making. God instructs us, "You shall have no other gods before me." Exodus 20, verse 3. And this, by the way, is taken from Exodus 20, 1 through 6. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the 10 Commandments section of that. That's why it's saying, "You shall have no other gods before me." That's one of the 10 Commandments. "And you shall not bow down to them or worship them," verse 5. But we do anyway, creating our own graven gods, perhaps of wealth or lust or success, or some other fill-in-the-blank treasure we worship in secret. And it's easy to read this passage and miss the point. Yes, God holds us accountable for the museums of sin we create. But he also speaks of showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love him. Verse 6. So he knows how trivial our museums really are. He knows our true satisfaction lies only in our love for him. Amen. Sometimes you wonder. You might want to look it up and see what kind of different museums exist. You never know what you might come up. Because you get a lot of auto museums and art museums and just different museums like that. But you never know. They got one about a banana museum. It's like, what? Barbed wire museum. Mustard. A museum about mustard. What the blankety blank is going on? Coming up with some different things that you never knew even existed. Some of y'all may have known about these, but I sure didn't. So, and you see, I learned something. I hear about something and I'm like, oh, I never knew about that. Like, so in what is an area of sin that you keep secret? And how long will you give it to God? Ooh. Let me know in the comment section by putting Q1 or Q2 and your response. And it doesn't have to be necessarily a response from you. It could be somebody else's suggestion on what to put there. So, and ponder those questions by saying, "Dear God, I want you to be at the center of my life. So help me rid myself of the idols I keep." I could say I probably have a few, if I'm not mistaken. I do have a few things that I kind of hoard for, say, that I need to put them aside and get to other things. But that's something I'm not at liberty to talk about. But I do say there are some things that I do have that I need to get straightened out. That's as far as I'm going to say. I do have some little problems that do persist making problems in my life that I need to somehow or another get rid of them, or not get rid, but I need to push them off to the, like I say, push it to the back burner and don't rely or worship, or not worship, but tend to them more than what I should do other things. So, but that's as far as I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to actually say what they are. Because actually, if I could remember right, they're far too to name. They're too many to name. So, I'm just saying I do have a few that I could push off, push to the back burner, and get to doing what I should be doing. So, but your Bible reading today is 2 Chronicles 25 and 27, and then John chapter 16. So that's all I have for you on this one today. Coming up tomorrow on episode 1078, we're going to be learning about a loving warning from Marvin Williams, derived from Matthew 18, 15 through 20. For your first glorious Hump Day Wednesday, June the 7th, 2023. So, stay tuned for that. I'll get to that later tonight, but you'll see that tomorrow. Same time, same place. So coming up tonight, episode 549 of your Turning Point series for your terrific Tuesday, June the 6th, we're going to be learning about being thoroughly equipped. Beginning with 1 Samuel 16:13, our recommended reading is 2 Timothy 3:16 and 17. Our turning point is from A.W. Pink, P-I-N-K, Pink. And then we're starting on the Bible reading, starting on the book of Psalms and reading 1 through 8. So, usually when it gets to Psalms, they bunch them up and read multiple chapters every day. So, because some of them aren't very long. Some of them aren't quite very long. Some of them are like five verses. Some are 10 verses. Some are they vary on how many verses each one of them has. I know when you get to Psalm 23, that only has 6 verses. So, but you'll work yourself all the way up to Psalm 119, and that's where they're going to break that up. You're probably going to break it up, maybe read 1 or 2 sections a day until we finish that whole chapter. And of course, there's a couple of Psalms that are only 2 verses. So you can read multiple past chapters. And the other day when I was talking about reading Proverbs and Psalms every month, or not, going through at least Proverbs. Read Proverbs every month. And whatever the day is, you read that chapter of Proverbs. So like say today is June the 6th. And if you starting on it, start on chapter 6. If you want just to read a chapter of Proverbs a day, do it that way. And like I say, June 30th, read 30 and 31. And then when July 1st rolls around, go back to Proverbs chapter 1. And then by the end of July, you'll have a chapter a day because it's 31 days in July. And then turn right around and read it again in August 31. But the months that have 30 days, go read the last day, read the last 2 chapters. Because that's the way I always did it. And then coming up in February, if you were reading in February, non-leap year, you get the 28th. Read all the rest of the chapters, 28, 29, 30, 31. Boom. Then on leap year, you would have 29, so you would just read 29, 30, 31 on that last day. And I done it on that. I read it one leap year, or one year that wasn't leap year. So on the 28th, I read the 4 chapters. Then I come around the next year, I was still reading it somehow or another, and it was a leap year. So I read all the way up to the 29th, and on the 29th, I read the rest of the book. So that way, March 1st, I could start back. That was the way I did it that year. So, but sorry for rambling on that one too long, but you see what I'm trying to say. I just thought about it. Hang on a minute. I got an emergency vehicle coming. It wasn't blasting its siren. Sorry about that. You probably, no, being paused, you wouldn't see the flashing. I heard it. The next thing I know, I see the lights coming down the road. I thought, ooh, but I wasn't hearing the sirens. I just could have just left it going. But stay tuned for the turning point later after 6. So I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep on keeping on and trusting God, and He'll keep you safe and all you say and do in 2023 and beyond. And until later, peace out, everybody. So long, farewell. Come back later after 6, and we'll be thoroughly equipped. So come back and find out what that's going to be like after 6. So hope to see you then. And until then, me and Baby Yoda, we out until then. So have a great rest of your terrific Tuesday afternoon, and we'll see you back this evening, and where we'll be thoroughly equipped. So hope to see you then. So until then, God bless everyone. God bless America in 2023, and I'll see you later. So until later, goodbye.